Food. We bond over it, we fight over it, we even fight using it. We talk about food all the time. It's literally the first thing we say when people ask about Singapore. In short, we Singaporeans share a pretty tight relationship with food. But tight doesn't mean it's forever, right? More than 90% of what we eat is imported from overseas. And with the effects of climate change happening all around the world, our relationship with food could be on the rocks. Let's take a look at rice. Rice is life, right? So how does climate change affect rice harvests? Climate change may cause extreme weather conditions, such as floods and droughts, to happen more frequently. Then the farmers, quite sian, because all their hard work goes to waste when their crops get destroyed. So is our food supply completely at the mercy of climate change? Not exactly. The climate wants to whack us, but we do have measures in place to help us get whacked less. 3 food baskets, to be precise. The first basket, import diversification. In case you were wondering, we import food from more than 170 countries and regions. That's a 20% jump from 2004, where we imported from 140 countries. For rice alone, we buy from Thailand, Vietnam, Myanmar, Cambodia, India, Japan, and the US, amongst others. And for eggs, we import from countries such as Australia,
Japan, Malaysia, New Zealand, Spain, South Korea, and Thailand.
The second basket, growing local. In March 2019, the government announced a 30 by 30 vision of producing 30% of our nutritional needs locally by 2030. Because we cannot everything also outsource, right? Need to try and grow some ourselves. Got here before not? Urban farming. Quite self-explanatory lah, huh? Means we can even grow food in a dense and urban city like Singapore. Currently, less than 1% of land here is marked for farm use. But we do not let this lack of land stop us from growing food. We take the veggies and grow them at the top of the buildings and car parks. We can also grow them indoors. In 2016, there were only 12 indoor vertical farms. By 2018, there were 34. Maybe your office rooftop will have a farm soon. Not bad, can have zi char with your office grown sambal kangkong. The third basket, growing overseas. Because Singapore's small AF, not many land, not many resources. In order to overcome land and manpower constraints, it is only wise to expand overseas in the long run, then can export back to Singapore for us to consume in the future. Local companies such as Apollo Aquaculture, Baramanti Asia, and Netatech have successfully expanded overseas. You know what they say, there are many fishes in the ocean, so you gotta catch them all. So yeah, that's how we're making sure climate change doesn't mess with our food supply. Buying from more countries, growing locally, and growing overseas. 3 baskets versus climate change. Let's bet on the baskets and do our part for Singapore's food security. May we be forever linked to good food, abundance of good food.